Hello everybody, it's Skylar Gray from EUS2. The most awaited video, the GS guide video. I'll be playing some PvP 2 later. Anyways, I'm a GS in global server, 100% free to play. My main is on CN, Chinese server. But hey, I've got time to spare and I want to help people out. And as for me, I started in CN. I don't know Chinese. I just couldn't understand anything, and I did so many things wrong back then, which I don't want people to do those wrong things that I did, because it's a pain. Why would I watch other people struggle when I can just help them now, right? While it's early out in the game. Okay. Now let's cut to the chase. Let's start with the stats. GS needs main stat, con, STR, and Dex. That's the thing. This is my opinion. You could follow anyone's build, but to me, this works perfectly. I don't have any con nor dex on my stats. Gear stats I'm talking about. To me, opinion is the best stats you can have for a GS, based on my opinion, like I said, and I say again. Wind attack, crit level, physical attack, CDR. I'll tell you why CDR later. AP. It's not a main stat, but why AP? AP is armor penetration. The more you have, the more you're going to hurt, PvP and PvE wise. And of course, last but not the least, STR. Okay, going back to CDR. Why not Dex? So normally, a pulse bomb is 4 seconds. Imagine that going to 3 seconds or 2.5. Lule slowed down everything, frame by frame, like did it accurately many times. Even if it says 3 seconds, that could be 2.1. It's gonna round it off to the higher, you know. So CDR plays a huge role mid to end game. Some of you are gonna say it's already 4-second pulse bombs, and you all are probably gonna ask, why CDR? Why not Dex? When you're gonna need energy anyways. Even at 3 seconds, my pulse bomb, I could cast pulse bomb 3 seconds in every 3 seconds. And the best bit about it is, even if I don't use charged implosion and I use precision, so a lot of damage, I still can cast that every 3 seconds. Let me show you. So what you do is, okay, I'm not going to attack that truffles because it's almost dead and it attacked me, but let's go to another truffles. So use wind shot. You get your energy maxed out first. Okay, look at the pulse bomb. See, every 3 seconds I could still cast it, even if the CD is only at 3 seconds. What are you gonna do with? You're gonna always be one pulse bomb ahead, but the more time you last in battle, the more pulse bombs you're gonna do. Why settle for one solid burst when you can do 2 or 3, right? Anyways, let's go to the core build. Okay, mid to end game. I have, yeah, it shows 9 red, 5 green, and 2 blue. Why I don't use yellow gems? 1, the amount of cons it gives it isn't even that much. You can compensate that on motor. Why would you give away the attack, the AP, and the CDR for cons when you can get it on motor, right? That's why I use 2 blue gems. But the best build for GS is, and this is you know me. I look at the the whales in CN that have around 2M rating. Their core build is 7 red, 7 green, and 2 blue. Why 7 green? Okay, you can't ever get your crit level to 100%. That's impossible, especially in this game. The higher you go, the more stats you need. And the thing with crit level is, as characters level, their crit resist level increases too. The base crit resist level increases, so you still need to get crit high. So basically, it should be 7 red, 7 green, and 2 blue. Okay, let's go with the talents. My favorite, without a doubt. For C, I choose precision. People say this is better. Nah, it's not. I tested it so many times against a gunslinger using precision, I lose. No matter what I do. Why precision? As long as you're hitting a target and that's maximally stacked, you get 30% crit damage. Crit damage is an end game stat, mid to end game. You can't get crit damage anywhere. You can only get it in allies, which is Eerie, College, Chimi. See, it's hard to get. It's really hard to get. And that gives you, well, let's just say permanent, almost close to permanent, as long as you're hitting a target, 30% crit damage. Okay, now for B talent, people go for explosive rounds. I don't know why they match that with that, but it's no. What, you're gonna do one solid burst every 10 seconds. For what reason? Within that 10 seconds, if you have pulsing wind, you could do pulse bomb 3 times. Tell me, 3 pulse bombs or 1 solid burst pulse bomb, what's better? Of course it's going to be 3. Even 2 pulse bombs are better than 1. For A, sneak attack. Sneak attack, why? You get CC'd by a BM, just hide. It's going to cut the CC midway and you're going to be free to move. Even for time lock on a soul dancer. You're stuck inside, use that, you can get out, you could walk out freely. Now, for S talent, I don't suggest use focus bombardment for PvP. No. Yeah, the damage is amazing, not gonna lie. But what are you gonna do with 3 hits of bombardment if it's not gonna hit anyways? Right? Especially this, particle cannon. That is, it's 1 out of 10 chances you're gonna hit particle cannon. It's really hard. And I don't suggest using it in PvP. Especially in 1v1s. I use infinite power. But I never switch to machine gun form. You know why? It kills the damage. You lose a lot of mobility. And it's really not that good. Especially in recharging energy, it's not that good. So I just use that talent because that's the best out of the 3. And I always stay in dual pistol form. This is PvP, by the way, okay? The start of this video, this is basically about PvP. I'm more focused on PvP than PvE. Now for EX, Scorch. My opinion, Scorch is the best. Come on, every 3 seconds. 30 seconds, it's CD. And for 10 seconds, it reduces 20% targets, physical and magical defense. See, that is amazing. Reduce that defense and then pulse bomb's gonna crit. Oh, that is nice. The damage is amazing. And Scorch, again, there's a fraction of a second where you're immune to CC with Scorch. You can't get CC'd when you're casting it. And for PvP again, use Devil Wind. It unleashes the mysterious power of EX Wind Devil, which enhances the crit level of allies. The best part about it is your move speed increases, dodge rate increases, and your crit rate increases. So that's basically it. let's proceed with the pets. Right now, as a free-to-play, I'm focused on what gives me higher rating. But to be honest, if I could go back to when Abyss first was maxed and came out, I would have orange pet chip Abyss. Abyss helps a lot. PvP, PvE, Abyss is nice. The damage it does, it's amazing. Crits 1M. 800k to 1M crit. And they get CC'd. So that's actually the best thing about it. And when they get CC'd, you can go go further away from the enemy as a GS. Now let's go to allies. Main ally for a GS, it's normal Eerie. Nothing else. Not Mingzi, it's normal Eerie. Why? Having her as main gives you that increased character crit damage percent by 10%. That's permanent. As long as you have her on main, it's permanent. See, my crit damage is 180% right now. It should be 170 because the 20% deep talent, but because I have normal Eerie, it gives 180. Plus another 30% with precision strike. If it's maxly stacked, I get 210k crit damage. 210% crit damage. And if pulse bomb crits, it does a lot of damage, especially in PvP. Eerie main. Some of the allies needed for you guys are not out yet. I totally understand, especially those in C. Well, just for those in C. But if you really want endgame allies, wait, give me a sec. Normal Eerie main, support 1 is going to be Party Eerie, support 2 is going to be College Eerie, support 3 is going to be Christmas Eerie. Now for your support 4 and 5, I suggest getting a Caesar card. Why Caesar? Because he gives a no miss buff and higher dodge, and you can do a lot of damage if you don't miss. And a Mingzi. Mingzi gives a lot of stats. So those are the allies you want. And let's go to deep talent quickly. Sorry, I keep, cutting and going back because I am not prepared for this, but hey, at least I'm trying. So bear with me. Deep talent, you want the hit percent. Why? Just because, especially when you're up against a BM. What are you going to do with a scary pulse bomb damage if it's going to miss anyways? So what's the point in that? You want to max that. You want to max this too. Because as a GS, you have to position good, especially in mass PvP. And that 5% may not mean a lot right now, but later on out, like the stage we're in global, 5% helps a lot. You want to max that, especially, of course, that's 20% crit damage, and just go to rapid fire. For Drax, I personally, Orange Drax, the best for GS or any class is their own class Drax. For GS is Hurricane. For the coat, to be honest, this yellow Drax sucks. If you read it, yeah, it's nice. The proc rate for it it's not good. It's once every minute, and it's kind of useless. What you want for coat is Unbreakable Will. Why? It gives you extra 2 seconds after dodge of super armor. And if you match that with Wind Tamer and you time your dodges right, you get unlimited super armor. Especially when the deep talent for Gunslinger, this one comes, no, where is it? Ooh, there's a deep talent for Gunslinger which reduces if I could find it. Dodge and jump dash cost less endurance. If that you pair it up with the Wind Tamer and Unbreakable Will, there you go. Problem solved. You will never get CC'd as long as you dodge right. Okay? So for pants, we want lift restriction. I don't have that. I have shadow travel. I don't know why, because I was stupid. But lift restriction, it gives 15% damage dealt, but it does after 15 seconds give you a 5% decreased damage buff. But come on, what's 5% damage? It's compared to 15% that's going to give you. Especially as a GS, those pulse bombs are going to be scary. So for boots, I'm playing with Notes for Danger, but it's fine because I use BM and it helps me chase a lot of people. But Wind Tamer is nice. For gloves, of course, Hella Smile. And it's up to your playstyle for the rest, but those are the main drags that you need. I personally suggest, though, for Ring, Goddess Gift or Whispers of the Ancient God, and that's it.